Hi there, welcome back to the channel. Today, I'm here above beautiful Silicon Valley at the famous Mountain Winery here in sunny California, even though it's cloudy and foggy today. What I'm going to give you is 101 do's and don'ts of music, composing, and technology as I tour Silicon Valley. Stick around, we're going to have some fun. Practice regularly to keep the basics fresh in your mind, to warm up your hands and challenge your abilities. Songwriters recording at home should shoot for radio ready, with a sync royalty as a backup. Don't go mix crazy. It's just a demo. It's not likely to be the master. Don't upgrade your digital audio workstation in the middle of a project. If your significant other asks you about the work that you do, be short, don't offer a diatribe. They're probably just being polite. Don't think that good film score always has to be musical and rhythmic. Sometimes good film score is atonal and disjointed, and it's perfect for a scene. It's up to your creativity. Do be upfront with your significant other. Tell them you will need large blocks of uninterrupted time to work on projects. Music mills can take your lyrics and turn them into a song. They can even take a whole song that you've written, replay the music, re-sing the lyrics, but they can't make a melancholy song a hit. That's up to you. Online shopping is awesome, but do go to a music store every once in a while so you can check out gear in person. We all want a classic synth like a Jupiter 8, but don't buy something that you really can't afford. And by that I mean something that, once it's broken, you won't be able to afford to repair it. If the director raves about your latest cue, don't tell them it took you only 20 minutes to put it together. Manage their expectations. When you tell your significant other that you need large blocks of uninterrupted time, they're going to nod like they understand. But be aware, it's going to be a problem down the road. It's okay to work for free on a small indie project, like for a friend that helped you out on your indie project, but don't make a habit of it. When your significant other stops you and you're working hard on a project and they need help with something, figure out how much time you need before you can stop, then triple it. Under-promise and over-deliver. It's the best way to keep your relationship healthy. At a song screening, don't tell the publisher that your mom likes the song, unless it's for comedic effect. Did that once, got a good laugh. Randomly take out your significant other for a nice meal. Don't offer, but if asked, tell them it's for all their understanding during this project you've been working on. Do understand that you can do absolutely everything right and still have a bad outcome. Don't play your work for your significant other. They really don't care about your little hobby. Here we are at Stanford University, and it's very fitting because I stole this one from my high school principal. She said that you can lose all your money, you can lose your friends, you can even lose your family members, but you should never lose hope. While there's hope, there's still possibilities. Do choose the people you work with carefully. It's better to be lonely than unhappy. Consider learning how to read music. Also, how to compose and how to mix. Check books out for free from your local library. Take a class at your local community college. Put in the woodshed time. Become a better musician. Don't upgrade your audio interface in the middle of a project. Do buy your significant other something nice with the money you make by doing projects. It helps if they feel they have a vested interest in your little hobby. Don't say you'll do a project as a work for hire based on a handshake and then change your mind and want to keep your publishing. And if you're watching, I'm sorry about that. I was very young. Don't think that the Mac computer is the best computer. Also, don't think that a PC, an IBM PC compatible, is the best computer. The best computer is the one that works for you. That's also true with audio interfaces, digital audio workstations, and all the other synthesizer garbage we use. You can do freebies to get your work out there, but doing too much can make people think that you don't value your work highly, or that you always work for free, or worse still, both. Do know that the hi-hat may not be fine, but if the only thing driving your song is the hi-hat, you've got more problems than just the hi-hat. If you're a composer, do come up with standard work. A workflow process that includes standardization for naming your files, backing up your files, a time schedule, and use of a digital audio workstation template. Be prepared and be organized. When you start a new relationship, make sure your new love knows that you will never be at a convenient stopping point to help them with something. Don't think that asking an attorney to review a contract you're offered is going to appear rude to the other party. It's professional. We all love the art of music, but don't forget it's also a business. Make sure you have some understanding of how it works. Record deals, publishing, copyrights, sources of income. Read a book, watch my videos. Don't upgrade your operating system in the middle of a project. Do learn the basics of EQ. It's arguably the best way to improve your mixes. Consider building your own computer for music production. Yes, it can be frustrating, but it can also be very rewarding, and you'll save some money. Learn how to get to yes with a director. You love the cue, they want changes. Make your point once. If they don't accept your point, move on. Better musicians make better demos. But if you're the songwriter, the only person that makes the song better is you. If you're lucky, the publisher is listening to the song, not the quality of the demo. Remember, engineering writes the specifications. Marketing writes the ad copy. Don't get too hung up on the hype of the marketing of any product, especially synthesizers. Have an agreement with a friend. You keep copies of their data and they'll keep copies of yours. You don't have to pay high prices for off-site data storage or risk being hacked. Do go back through some presets on an older piece of gear. You may find something that's inspirational. One of the things about music is that it's art. You don't have to be the smartest person in the room or even the most talented person in the room, but you sure as heck don't want to be the dumbest. Do learn from your successes and your failures and try to duplicate the positive things and minimize the negative things. Consider joining a songwriting organization. It can be a great experience. Watch my episode on that. Going legal is a last resort. Only go legal if the upside is so big you'll be able to buy your own island, because the only place you may be welcome in this business is on that island. Blu-ray discs are a great option to store your important files on non-magnetic medium. You can play your songs in cues for your family and friends, but don't think that their opinion matters either positively or negatively. Don't try to push through the pain when nothing creative is materializing. Work on a different cue, work on a different song. Come back later, you'll be fresh and you'll do better work. Don't just haphazardly work through your project. Avoid the 80-20 rule by planning the work that you're going to do. Sometimes getting to yes with a director means giving them something you totally hate. But remember, it's their vision of the movie, not yours. Do keep your gear in good working repair. Know how to read basic audio specs, bit depth, sample rate, total harmonic distortion. Be an informed consumer. Support your local team. Don't get demo-itis and get wedded to the demo. Let it go. You're working to be better. Your best work is yet to come. Don't upgrade your digital audio workstation plugins in the middle of a project. Don't think the only thing holding your song back from being #1 on Billboard is that it's not being performed by a famous artist. You probably need a better song, and so do I. Take one of your well-recorded songs that you don't particularly care for anymore to a song screening. You may be surprised by the result. I was. Do set lofty musical goals. Stretching your abilities is how you get better. Do join a band. It's a great experience, and you'll improve your chops as a musician. Want to compose film score? There's work out there at all levels. I have an episode on how you can do that. Don't mix down the same day that you recorded the tracks, especially if it was a long recording session. Give your ears a break. Don't crap on other people's art. You know how hard this stuff is to do. Can you mix on headphones? Of course you can. You can also swim to Hawaii to save on the airfare. But invest in a good set of studio monitors and shark repellent. Don't settle for a lesser piece of gear. Wait until you can afford the piece of gear you truly want. Do get up and move around your studio. Motion breeds emotion. Do back up your important files with 2 copies on non-magnetic media, like Blu-ray discs. Keep one on-site and one off-site. Don't get too hung up on the specs for a piece of musical gear. If it sounds good to you and you'll use it, that may be enough. Don't give up the rights to your publishing without a good reason. If someone uses a term you don't recognize, don't be embarrassed to ask. You'll know next time. Do learn from everyone the things to do and the things not to do. Do strive for a good reputation, but don't dwell on what a few people think of you. Don't think that you can't make great music without a ton of technology. Be creative with the gear you have. Do be open to everything in the musical universe. Stepping out of your comfort zone every once in a while is a good thing. It'll challenge your abilities and make you better. Be polite, even to those that have done you wrong. If they ask for something from you in the future, you can politely decline. They will know why. At a song screening, after being rejected, don't get up and storm out yelling, "This song's gonna be a big hit, you'll regret this." I've never done that, but I've witnessed it, and it was jarring. A while back, a friend of mine told me about this amazing thing they did against incredible odds, and I asked them how they did it, and they said nobody told them that they couldn't do it. Don't let somebody who gave up on their dreams talk you out of yours. Remember, it's the quality of the gear you own, not the quantity of the gear you own. Do leverage other areas of your life in your musical life. Show everyone respect. Be professional. Where are my tickets? Do collaborate is one of the best opportunities you could ask for. Pawn stores and thrift stores like the Salvation Army are great places to find amazing deals on music equipment. Check them out. Do be truthful no matter what the consequences. The truth is so much easier to remember. Gear you consistently see in the studios of professionals is usually going to be great gear, but don't buy it unless you'll use it and you need it. Remember, it's the quality of the songs you write, not the quantity of the songs you write. Do get your work copyrighted at the US Copyright Office. When you get some negative feedback from the director, don't plead that it took you 3 20-hour days and 8 gallons of coffee. They really don't care about your problems. They have their own problems to deal with on this project. Just give them a cue that they can sign off on. Do go to your local mom and pop music store every once in a while. Even if you only buy something small, they'll appreciate the business. Hey guys. Hi. If you're a songwriter, you should join a songwriting organization and go to a song screening. You need to find out where your songs fit in the hierarchy of songs out there. Don't use too much L2 plugin or any loudness plugin to the point where your mix just has no dynamic range. It'll just sound brittle. There are very few absolutes in this world, and this list isn't one of them. But play the odds. You don't need 192 kilohertz sampling at 32-bit. 24-bit at 48 kilohertz is more than enough. Don't be a studio tomato. Get out of that studio. Have a physical outlet and do it on a regular basis. Healthy musicians make better music. Do check the tuning on your classic synth. I always check the tuning on my Juno 106 before I use it in a cue. Dust kills equipment. Remember to clean and tidy up your studio. Your lungs will appreciate it, and so will your visitors. You can share your knowledge of music and the music business with other people on YouTube, but don't expect anyone to value it or appreciate it. Here at the Mountain Winery, I've seen many artists Phil Collins, Kenny Loggins, Huey Lewis and the News, Chicago, Heart, Jewel, and many others. It's a great reminder to me that I need to get out of my studio more and see other artists live, and you should do that too. Do strive to be better every day in the art and business of music. The music that you create for a client on a project has 3 primary parameters: timeliness, cost, and quality. But the client only gets to choose 2 of those positively. If somebody wants your honest opinion, it's okay to give it to them. But for every negative, try to give them a positive. A famous artist once said, "I don't strive to be better than anyone else. I only strive to be better than myself." Don't let other people's successes intimidate you. Let it motivate you. Many people will value you as you value yourself. You don't have to be an egotist, but value yourself appropriately, especially if you've put in the woodshed time. Want to be more creative? Consider learning another instrument. Your goal doesn't have to be proficiency. The experience alone will take you in new directions. Do learn from the greats, but don't try to be them. Don't upgrade or downgrade your spouse in the middle of a project. Don't think that everything on YouTube is 100% accurate. Treat it like a salad bar. Take what you want and leave the rest. Well, that was pretty intense. Hopefully you're here because you watched all the way to the end. A few housekeeping duties before I close. Number 1, a huge thanks to Mr. Brian Todd. Without his help, I would not have been able to have shot all of these segments. He gave up 4 of his weekends generously to ride with me or be a right chair hostage and ride with me around the Bay Area and direct and run the camera. So a big thanks to Brian. Also, a big thanks to all the companies, and hopefully there won't be any problems with the shooting that we did. We did run into security on a couple of the lots, and some of the people threw us off and asked us not to take video, and so we didn't. Others just asked us to move to the sidewalk, and on the sidewalk we could take as many pictures and video as we wanted. Some of the companies in the Bay Area are set up for visitors. So if you ever come to the Bay Area, there were a lot of tourists at the Google campus in Mountain View. They have some attractions there, that big crazy bowl that you see me standing in front of twice. Also, that kind of semicircular thing. I'm not exactly sure what that is. They also have a big brown bear there. I'm not sure what that's about. And then also over at the Apple store, they have a visitor center over there, lots of parking, and it's essentially set up for tourists to come there and take lots of pictures and video. So that was really cool. Anyway, thanks for watching this episode. It was a lot of work, and once again, before I close, a big thanks to Brian for his help. I'll talk with you again in another episode soon. Take care. Bye now.